not serious.
There are new calls for stricter federal regulations in the wake of the deadly B-17 bomber crash in Connecticut. And it could have a big impact on historic planes that soar over San Diego. 10 News reporter Anthony Purra is live at Gillespie Field, where the very plane that crashed this week has taken locals on rides.
That's right. I spoke with someone who rode on that exact same plane nearly 3 years ago, took off from right here at Gillespie Field. Now, he says when he was on that plane, he could definitely feel its age, but he says he feels these planes are still very safe to fly. This is video Ian McIntosh took from on board a B-17 bomber 3 years ago. It's an experience the history enthusiast still remembers vividly.
To actually be in it and hear it and feel it, and be in the seat that the airmen were sitting in and hear the sights and the sounds was really special.
Before taking off, he says the crew gave passengers a walkthrough of do's and don'ts.
They had cables running along the inside of the skin of the airplane, and those cables go to rudders and planes and control surfaces. And they said that if you lose your balance, do not grab one of those cables, because that's an important thing that they need to fly the plane.
His ride went smoothly. That's why it was tough to see the images from this week. The same B-17 bomber went down in Connecticut, killing 7 people. The FAA says the maintenance and pilot requirements for vintage aircrafts are in line with all other planes and pilots. But a Connecticut senator is now asking the National Transportation Safety Board to look into whether the standards for vintage planes should be higher. An FAA official said if they find an issue during their investigation that applied to similar planes, the agency will take appropriate action.
Anyone who flies on them should understand that, yeah, these are old planes.
Ian just hopes vintage planes continue to take people like him up in the air for an experience he says was worth any risk.
For me it was, yes.
And the Collins Foundation, which runs that plane as part of its Wings of Freedom tour, says that it is canceling that tour. That's what they're saying on their website. They are working on getting refunds back to its customers. They're canceling it for the remainder of the year. For now, we're reporting live tonight. Anthony Purra, 10 News.
Thank you, Anthony.